mugged or violently attacked. And it makes all of us more cautious when we go out alone. But can you imagine being confined to a wheelchair or being unable to walk without crutches? Or what if you were blind? People who are physically disabled are often the victims of attacks, and my next three guests decided to fight back. They are Maria Condi, Richard Diamond, and Kathy Neff. Also joining us is Michael DePasquale Jr., founder and executive director of the Federation of United Martial Artists Crusade-Against-Crime, who taught Maria, Richard, and Kathy how to defend themselves. Please welcome them to People of Talk. Good morning. Good morning. Let me ask you three, this must be the most frightening thing, to be out alone and not be able to defend yourself. It's frightening for all of us. Do you feel more vulnerable when you're out by yourself?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, for any woman out there, any man, but a man is different because he's a little much more powerful than, let's say, a woman. If a woman, physically able-bodied, you know, opposite of myself, is out there, she's frightened. Yes. Imagine someone like myself.
Yes.
You know, I'm much more of an easy prey.
What are you most afraid of?
Well, being out there alone and being
What are you afraid of happening to you, though?
Being murdered or being raped, because see, someone who's walking, for example, a woman out there who's walking, someone attacks her, she always has that option of running. Mm-hmm. I don't. I'm trapped. If he throws me on the ground, I'm dead. I'm not going anywhere.
Richard,
that's it.
What are you most afraid of?
Lacking in the confidence. I think I took this kind of course because I want to present myself as being very confident kind of a person. I'm a social worker, and I work with a lot of disabled kids in many areas, and I like to help them present themselves as well as myself as saying you can present yourself as being very confident, and maybe the opportunity of being mugged or whatever won't happen because you're coming across as being more confident.
Yeah, you have to have that attitude.
Yeah, verbally as well as physically, and taking this course has shown that you can present yourself in a much more confident way. I work with very juvenile delinquents, emotionally disturbed kids who are much bigger than myself. And I've seen in talking with people that the confidence is shown much more.
You've had spina bifida since birth.
Right.
And Marie, you contracted polio
at the age of 5.
So really, you two have never known what it would be like to be able to run away.
No, just up to the age of 5, I ran and played like any other normal kid. But then I do have the memories, but no, in teen years, no.
Okay, now Kathy, you're blind.
Right. Legally blind.
Legally blind. You can see straight ahead of you, but not to the side.
Not to the side or down. And I also have night blindness.
Do you go out at night? Do you go out?
Yeah, but not as much as I used to. But since I've taken the course, I feel more powerful to go out. I'm not afraid to go out at night, you know.
Now, you took this course, so... Well, let me ask you this. What are you most afraid of? Someone coming to you from the side?
Coming from the side or the back. Not even being able to see them. You know, I could probably sense them, but not knowing they're coming right away.
Well, I think it's wonderful that you went out and you got Michael to teach you how to defend yourself. Michael, are they special? In other words, do you have to take other precautions when you teach them? Do you teach them different things than you would teach me?
Yeah, I do. For the most part, you have to be able to teach them the vulnerable areas. Although I would teach you the vulnerable areas, when it comes to self-defense for these folks, the close-range techniques, the techniques that deal with grabbing the man and keeping him close, whereas you could follow up by moving toward the man a lot easier.
Away,
right,
yeah.
And continually following up with strike after strike, and you're able to move toward the man. They cannot. So what I teach them primarily when they cannot move as well is to bring the man to them, okay? Bring the attacker to you, getting close and immobilize them as best you can through hitting the certain areas of the body, such as the throat, such as the eyes. Very important.
I want to see what you taught him. Let's start with Maria. And don't forget to take off your mic, sweetie. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Now, I haven't seen any of this. I didn't want to see it before the show because I can't imagine. Wouldn't this be something to feel so vulnerable?
Now flick it around this way.
How long did it take you to learn this, Maria?
Well, Michael taught a 6-week course on the self-defense.
6 weeks, okay.
Okay, Maria. Just flick it, now turn it all the way around.
You're going to face Michael.
Face me.
Okay.
Yes,
So the attacker would be coming from the front.
Good. A little more. That's it, this way.
How about someone in a non-motorized wheelchair? Different?
No different.
Okay.
No different at all. Absolutely not.
Go ahead.
What happens with the wheelchairs, it moves a lot, so you got to react real quick when you're grabbing the person. If I would have grabbed Maria here,
So what was she doing? She was going for your
going
neck.
for the throat. Going for the throat. We always strike to the throat.
Notice that this is one of the most vulnerable areas on the person.
Okay.
Right here.
To
All
the
right.
throat area. Grabbing the throat. Nice. She's not grabbing my groin, but that's what she's going for.
She's going for that area. Good for you, Maria. All right.
So, that was a grab around the throat, a choke, which is very, very common. On the street, the most common attack, especially for these folks, are chokes, okay, or grabs around the back, bear hugs if they're standing. Same with you. On the street, it would primarily be a choke, a hair grab, a bear hug, a grab from behind, arm bar choke.
Would they also try to drag her out of her chair?
Absolutely.
All right. So
But
your
the key
job is to stay in the chair.
Yeah, I also put a seatbelt on. I have a
When
seatbelt
you're
on.
out.
We
Okay.
also teach the finger locking technique so that they can stay close, which she'll do right now. Notice she has my thumb here, and believe me, it's very painful.
You could. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't doubt that
She
at all.
loves that thought.
You love that.
Yes,
the best.
I love that thought.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
be
nice
All
to
right.
me.
That and the groin. All right. Now let's come on up. Yeah, take that off. Now Richard is on crutches. Were you taught to also use your crutches since you have to use crutches? Use them also as a weapon.
I could.
You can use those to your advantage.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're going to lose you.
Okay, from crutches, same basic type of thing. Okay, if we're grabbing, we're normally grabbing around the throat, we're punching him. From this position here.
Very nice.
From behind. Good, nice.
Now, Richard, I noticed that balance may be a problem when you're on crutches. You deserved it for attacking him. Do you have a special problem with balance on that? Because I'm afraid that maybe an attacker would come and try to pull him off his balance.
Of course he's going to have a problem with the balance, no doubt about that. But if you
what I
react
would
quick,
do is I would use his balance for mine. He grabs me. I wouldn't care if I use the crutches. If it drops, I'll just keep on going after him, and if he falls, I'll fall with him.
Okay.
the key is we always try to teach the folks here to stay with the man. Once you lose him, he's in bigger trouble because now he knows that this man's going to defend himself. The element of surprise is very, very important for you as well as it is for these folks. When it comes down to surprise attack, there's a surprise defense also. If someone grabs you or attacks you, they're looking for a victim. They're not looking for an opponent. So they're not thinking, well, is this person going to attack me with a knee to the groin? Is he going to attack me with a strike to the eyes? No, they're thinking about one thing, attacking you, grabbing you for your money, for rape, whatever. And the case there is you have to be able to come back with some type of strike, hang on to the man, and immobilize him.
All right, let's get with Kathy now. Here, let me help. Now, a blind person is even, I would think, it would be more difficult for them because they can't see them coming up from behind or her, from behind or from the side.
Right.
And
it's tough, primarily with the blind folks. What you have to
her
teach them
cane is a dead giveaway.
Yeah, it is a dead giveaway. On the street, she's probably the most sought out victim out of all of them because of the fact that she's using a cane.
Have you ever been attacked?
And she cannot see.
Kathy? No.
Never.
Thank God. All right.
Okay, but
Now-
when she is attacked, normally what we do is I teach them tracking. When you grab by the throat, you grab by the arm, always track down the arm. If you're grabbing from the front, okay, say, excuse me for a second, if I grab you from the front, if you were to take your arm and go straight down my hand and my arm and my bicep, it goes right to my throat.
Right.
So I teach to track here.
Oh, I see.
So if they're choking here, your
just
arm
follow
rides, follow the arm.
Okay.
Follow the arm. Same with the other folks. Everybody, when it comes down to hitting vulnerable areas, they're always there. And the arms, once they're out, will always track right to the throat.
All right, let's show what you taught Kathy.
Okay, Kat, if you would just move right there.
Ooh, that was good. Very nice.
This is a dangerous business, you know.
Yeah.
I want you to know that, okay. Oh, good. Nice. Nice. I'm all right.
Very nice, Heather. You are all right? Okay, good.
Very
What
good,
is,
Kath.
what is, I think, fascinating is that because the disabled, if they've got a wheelchair, they've got crutches, so he's got a high voice, they've got a cane, use those instruments.
Absolutely.
You've got them, use them against the attacker.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, you all were terrific. Congratulations. Thank you, Michael. Let me give you some numbers here. Michael DePasquale Jr. You can get more information from him at the Federation of United Martial Artists Crusade-Against-Crime. That's 201-573-8028. And Heightened, Independent, and Progress. And that's where you people are from.
Yes.